Now in this video, we're going to largely talk about people who want to be furries or transgenders. It's going to be mostly about furries. We got Charlie over here. And so here's the deal. I mean, I've seen videos of people walking around like dogs, and the thing is, when you get to be 75 and 80, these people aren't going to be dogs. They're not going to think they're dogs. For one thing, their back's going to be thrown out. And if they even live to be that long, because they're going to be so much back pain. The two front legs are shorter than the two longer legs in the back. So, you know, I can't support it. If God wanted you to be a dog, he would have made you a dog. If God wanted this dog to be a human, he would have made it a human. It's just the way it is. But, you know, I got to thinking about it. The people who identify as furries or even transgender, they can't be Christian. There's no way. I mean, you have to love yourself before you can love other people. And when you're changing what you are, you're not loving yourself. There has to be some emotional trauma from the past for these people to be doing this. It doesn't mean that we love them less as Christians. You know, they're still humans with feelings, even if they don't see themselves that way, but they are. And I'm not saying they're any less of people, but somewhere upstairs, something went wrong. I don't know when or how. I'm not a psychologist. But like I said, they can't be Christians because you can't deny yourself before Christ if you're denying yourself before everybody else on what you are. And when you die physically and your soul goes to meet Jesus in heaven, do you think the soul's going to be, like for these transgendered people, is it going to be what they want it to be? No, it's going to be what God created them to be. And when they have to meet Jesus face to face on Judgment Day, whether they're atheist or Christian or whatever, at the end of the day, that can't go over too well, I wouldn't think. You know, if these people are saying, well, wait a minute, I'm who I was born as. Well, yeah, of course. God made you and he doesn't make mistakes. So I'm sorry, I can't get on board with this stuff. You know, as a conservative, I just can't do it. I'm not saying these people are terrible people. I'm not saying that they're any worse than anybody else, but they are living in sin. And, you know, everybody sins, I get it, but at the end of the day, you've got to pray that these people can get away from that sin. So the people who put themselves on YouTube for the views, because that's what it is, when you're walking around as a dog, you're doing it for the attention. You're doing it for the views. You can't say that these people are out there to try to tell everybody else that it's okay for a human to be a dog. No, they're doing it because they want people to see them, even though it's not their real skin. So that's where I am with that. I'm sure most people probably agree. Not everybody has to, and I get that, and that's fine. We can agree to disagree. We don't have to hate each other and trash each other around. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's what's part of a free country, you know. So anyway, I'm going to lead you with a Bible verse here as I wrap this video up on this topic. I would like to make one disclaimer before I get to the Bible verse and state that the high school on the north side of town where I live here in Parkersburg, that's PHS, they have a litter box in the bathroom for furries in their high school. Now, the high school on the south side of town, Parkersburg South, they don't do that. So I wanted to make that clear, that there are high schools across this country who have bought into this, and it is something that's going on in this country right now. So just on a quick search of this topic, it says nearly 1/3 of furries identified as either atheist or agnostic, and 1/4 of them are Christian, though many indicated that they did not regularly practice their faith or attend church. Well, I mean, a lot of people can say they believe in God and Jesus, but does that make you a Christian? Not really. Today's Bible verse comes from Romans 1:24 and 25 in the English Standard Version. Therefore God gave them up in the lusts of their hearts to impurity, to the dishonoring of their bodies among themselves, because they exchanged the truth about God for a lie, and worshipped and served the creature rather than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.